Guys, we just had an announcement drop in the content creator chat. One thing we were expecting, one thing maybe we weren't. So this weekend, there's going to be a 2 times chance to get legendaries from Sacred Shards. If you can see here, I am pretty much starved of anything. I burnt all of my stuff, all of my resources during this Krisk tournament, so I'm pretty much out the running. But there's going to be a 2 times chance to get legendaries, so it goes up to 12% all weekend. Now that's decent. A lot of people just expect they'll definitely going to get a legendary every time they pull a gold shard. Doesn't work that way. It's still only 12%, still like a 1 in 9 type of chance to get yourself a legendary champion. But obviously it's better. It's twice as good as normal. So get in the mix if you want to. It's also going to come in line with the champion chase tournament, which will be running for the new fragment collector. So it might be that you're going to pull shards. You kind of save shards to get to that anyway, which would make some sense. But at the same time, they're going to be running a 10 times event for a lizard. Not Krisk. Krisk can't be got from Sacreds. It's going to be for this fella, for Draco. Now, Dracomorph, widely considered one of the best legendaries in the game for a long time. He would feature in almost like all top tier teams. If you're looking at a team for Clan Boss, unkillable teams, he was in the mix. If you're looking at some of the fastest dungeon run teams in the game, Dracomorph was there. Some of the best kind of Doom Tower teams, Dracomorph was popping up. He was literally everywhere. Everywhere. Like one of the best. He was like one of those like must pull champions for all of the creators or all of the people that were kind of like playing the game seriously. It was like the big massive cheer when you got this dude. I've got to say, he's dropped down the running order a lot. You've got damage dealers now coming in his place in unkillable clan boss teams like Ninja, like Geo, and a few others. So he's kind of taken a bit of a backseat there. He's still flipping amazing there, by the way. He's still absolutely amazing at doing that, but it just feels like he's taken a little bit of a backseat. In fact, let me see. No, it won't be enough time to see. I was just wondering if people have been using him in my clan, but we've not really been running enough time on Clan Boss. But yeah, you just don't see him as much. Similarly, if you look at dungeon running, Lydia's kind of stolen his thunder a lot. One of his big moves is AoE drop defense and weaken, 3-turn cooldown, and it's a places it, so it can work on all affinities. This was like his bread and butter. This was getting him in the teams. Lydia's doing that, but she's also dropping you 2 big buffs. So Lydia kind of steals this spot. He's got a multi-hitter poison. Well, from level 21 to 25 and all endgame stuff, they've made poison less effective. So kind of poison has now less of an effect compared to burns. So he's kind of come down the order a little bit there. And then his A1 is still awesome. Like he smacks someone. If you kill that someone, he pumps a load of damage into the next dude and probably takes them out as well. Accuracy just in faction crypt, so his aura is a little bit dated as well. It's just like what was the beast of the game, still flipping amazing, but he's not anywhere in the end game metas that I see. He's like maybe there's some poison exploder type stuff, maybe in some of the Doom Tower hits. I don't think there's anything really in this rotation that he even features in. Now, if you were to go on to best teams, I'd be surprised. Maybe we got one here. We do okay. He's featuring a couple of spots actually on my clan in terms of our kind of top teams. But whereas it used to be Draco's honestly everywhere, now pretty much you've got Ninja doing a lot of that work in terms of damage, and you don't even have the kind of AoE drop defense weaken people coming in to some of these teams. So you would have seen Draco's all over the place in some of this stuff, but just not to be anymore. So still amazing. They put him on a 10 times. I've literally just fed back again. Have I got a reply? Yes, I have. So my point was, any feedback about moving from a 10 times to a times 20 or times 25, so many legendaries now that it kind of makes a times 10 laughable. The feedback, unfortunately, is, nah, no news for now. Just feels weak. Like, me and Lady H did a load of shard pulls for the last time 2 Ancients. Lysandra was in the 10 times for that. And we pulled thousands of Ancient shards. I think between us got 30, 35 or 36 legendaries, and we pulled one Lysandra right at the end of that stream, a 3-hour stream. You know, a ×10 event, it just isn't what it used to be. There's just so many legendary champions in the game now that it still makes it an incredibly low chance. If it's on a Void champion, by the way, they are worthwhile. ×10s are still worthwhile because most factions have got 3 or 4 Voids. You know, multiply that up by the amount we've got, 14, 40 odd champions. You put a ×10 in the mix there, and you know, instead of a 1 in 40 odd, it's a 10 in 40 odd. That's actually pretty good. Those numbers aren't exact, by the way. I'm just kind of giving you a feel for it. Whereas with the main legendaries, you know, you've got like, what, 8 or so per faction, maybe more. That's like near enough 100 legendaries. You throw a ×10 in the mix there, it's not the same. So, although it's a better chance, it's still no way like a guaranteed loads of Dracos popping out. But there you go, look. This weekend, so Draco's only going to be on, let me just make sure I get this right. Draco will be on for 2 days of the 3-day event. So Friday and Saturday, you'll have the 10 times chance of Draco. And then on the Sunday, if you don't really want a Draco, then you pull your shards on the Sunday. Anyway, guys, that's it from this one. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.